Welcome back, Real Splitters, to the first episode this season of Splitter View. I'm Holly Tumbarello.
And I'm Nick Mura. This week we'll take a look at one of Lincoln's most unique teachers.
We will find out what the freshman class thinks of their first taste of high school.
And lastly, we'll meet one of Lincoln's most talented athletes as she looks towards college. All this and more on this week's episode of Splitter View.
Hey Nick, have you ever taken a French class?
I actually have taken 2 years of French.
Then you might be excited to know that this week's teacher feature specializes in French.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Monsieur Mercier et je suis le teacher feature de cette semaine. When I was a kid, I remember I just had a lot of interest. I'm the baby in my family, so I kind of picked up a lot of things that my older brother did. I remember he was really into space, so I got into space. He was really into dinosaurs, I got into those. I liked sports. I was a big fan of the Tigers and the Pistons. I was a kid when they had the Bad Boys and won the championships. And I was always a big U of M fan. My father's native language is French, and he spoke to me when I was a kid. And it was it's something that I just always grew up around, and it was just something that I knew I wanted to use in some level. And when I graduated from college, I originally had a job where I was just working in an office, and it felt a little different to only working in English. That I just felt like that's only part of my personality, and like the other part of me is like using French, and it was just something I really wanted to keep going. I guess it's kind of funny because my mom was an elementary teacher, and for a long time I thought, well, I'm never going to do what my mom did. I'll do something totally different. But it was one of those things where I worked for a company where we used to give these psychological tests, and we used to put everyone in these different categories. And I looked at my own category, and it said it was compatible with teaching. So then I was thinking, well, maybe it's not so bad what my mom used to do. I thought it's kind of neat to see people grow and mature, and when you see them pick up something that you taught, it's pretty cool. And to see them grow and just get better and better it's pretty special. I guess I just mentioned that when I was a kid, I always loved drawing cartoons and little things like that. So we have an animal of the week. That's just something I like doing. I want to connect French culture as much as I can. There's sometimes I can do that more than other times, but I always think it's important to stress also that food is a big part of French culture too. And sometimes if we're taking a test with somebody, they can get a little French cookie after, just to kind of cleanse their palate after the test. I like to think I draw more attention to the culture. We like to see films and listen to music. And I just try to show them also that it's a subject, but it's also a key to opening the door of culture, and that there's other people on the other side of the world or nearby also who learning this language, and you can communicate with them doing that. Just learning a language just opens up a lot of doors for people.
Thanks, Mr. Mercier, for being this week's teacher feature.
Thank you, Mr. Mercier, for being this week's featured teacher.
Teachers, if you would like to be featured on the next rendition of Teacher Feature, please contact us at Splitterview on Twitter.
It's time for the Cultural Diversity Club that's held in Miss Whitley's room every other Monday after school. They provide a safe environment to learn new things and understand them enough to have deeper level conversations that will benefit you in the long haul.
Ever wonder what Lincoln freshmen are thinking of high school? Well, in this next segment, Freshman Impression, Claudia takes us to find out.
Every year, Lincoln High School welcomes a new group of freshmen into its halls. This year, the class of 2019 has arrived. This is Freshman Impression, where we ask freshmen about their high school experience so far.
I think high school is pretty good right now. The classes it was a little confusing at first, but you get used to it.
I like it. It's fun.
I feel that in high school we have more responsibility, to get our work done.
I feel like high school is more challenging, but I like it. It's kind of boring, but it's different, and I like it better.
So far, high school has been honestly a good experience as a whole.
It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, so.
Of course, there were some things they missed about Lincoln Middle School.
I miss some of the teachers because you kind of build a bond there through the years.
I miss having a close relationship with the teachers.
It was kind of easier than high school work.
Naturally, any freshman would have concerns about starting their first year of high school.
Just how difficult the classes are going to be.
No, not really. Everything's going pretty smooth so far.
I'm scared that if I don't get all my credits or get a high enough GPA or get good enough grades that I won't be able to go to college.
Overall, they have some positive plans for their high school careers.
My goal is to at least get 3.5 all through high school.
Just get good grades and stuff like that because like I said before, I want to go to a good college and get a good scholarship.
I want to graduate and get into good schools and just leave with good grades. Just to graduate with good grades and good, all my credits.
My goal is to at least pass every class with the C.
My goals are to keep my grades up and not get in any trouble.
Lincoln's looking at a bright future with the class of 2019. I'm Claudia Lundy for Splitter View, and this has been Freshman Impression.
Looks like freshman year is going well for Lincoln students.
And they still have 3 more exciting years of high school to look forward to.
Today on Step Right Up, we get an inside look at Lincoln's senior champion diver, Emma Kellerman, as she prepares for college.
Talented is defined as having a natural aptitude or skill for something. During the 2015 swim and dive season, there is no other word to describe diver Emma Kellerman. Kellerman gives us a little insight on where it all began.
I've been diving for about 6 years, and I did gymnastics for about 12 years, and that's kind of what most gymnasts do, is just switch on into diving.
Support is an essential thing to any athlete. Some of Kellerman's main supporters are
my coaches and my parents. They're always there for me and making sure that I have everything together. I've never had a bad coach, luckily, so they're pretty good with everything.
Along the lines of personal records, Emma has a few of her own.
I have a personal record for 6 dive meets and 11 dive meets. My 6 dive meet is 2:47, and then my 11 dive meet personal record is 4:05.
Dedication pays off. Some colleges that are interested in Emma's hard work are
So far, Northern Michigan, Bowling Green State University, the University of New York at Buffalo, and Oakland University are looking at me.
It's been a long run, but this is just the beginning of Kellerman's diving journey. With support and hard work, she will continue to be a success.
Her favorite memory is making the state meet her freshman year when she never thought she could.
Good luck to Emma Kellerman on her future college endeavors.
Emma recently broke her personal record by diving with a score of 273.2 and was the back-to-back diving champion of the SEC.
Make sure to tune in to our final episode of Splitter View, where we catch up with all Emma and many more to find out where they make their future commitments to.
Well, that's all time we have for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Holly.
And I'm Nick. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Splitter View.
And have a great day, Lincoln.